as we turn the camera over to Sarah, I just have to say that I already saw the art talk on our very own Patricia Ventura, and it is amazing. Patricia, you are so exceptionally talented. Let's turn over to Sarah for more insights into this amazing artist. Hello, Sarah.
Hi, good morning, everyone. Welcome to Art Talk number 136. This, obviously, as Nicole was mentioning, is an extremely special artist today because we're focusing on SMA's Patricia Ventura. Patricia Ventura works and lives in Mexico City. She studied graphic design at the Universidad de las Americas Cholula, Puebla, and she has worked in various design areas as a freelancer and maker, but started training in the art of pottery at Escuela de Artesanías Instituto Nacional de Bellas Artes in 2009. Her ceramics workshop was set up 3 years later at her home, a 1940s house, and her pieces have been selected in various international venues that we'll look at. She has an editorial design postgraduate degree that has led her to work creating books since 2010. She joined SMA as an associate in 2021, and ever since has collaborated with SMA to materialize their knowledge into a collection of books. During the last 12 years, she's focused her activities on designing ceramics in small batches. She formulates her mediums and glazes from scratch using raw materials such as silica, different clays, and feldspar. She utilizes antique techniques such as cobalt tints, terra sigillata, which is clay with mineral pigments, burnished clay, and the ancestral art of raku firing. Here are some of the pieces she made while she was studying at Escuela de Artesanías craft school that were featured during the yearly exhibitions of alumni. You can see the unique texture, almost coral-like with barnacles, that she was able to achieve on some of these pieces. Cocoon necklace was featured in the famous Lark Craft 500 book series, made with Egyptian paste beads, Faenza clay, and handmade wool beads as well. So a lot of different textures going into one necklace. Tableware projects were her favorite when she set up her ceramic shop, Ceramics Lab Studio. And you can see actually more of her work on her Instagram account, which is at ceramicslab_MX. And you can see it on the screen here if you'd like to look at her Instagram afterwards. These are the cloud plates, which are stackable, and they're inspired by the cumulus cloud shape. And these were actually presented during the International Contemporary Furniture Fair in New York at the Javits Center, alongside Milan-based studio Design Boom. The nopali trays, inspired by the apuntilla or prickly pear cactus, were presented during the Tokyo Designers Week, again with the Milan-based studio Design Boom as well. And these obviously have a variety of uses. You can use them to put your keys or spare change, or you can just use them as decoration in your home. Artichoke vessel, mortar and pestle trio, and origins plate were all featured at the International Biennale of Utilitarian Ceramics in Mexico City's Franz Mayer Museum on 3 different occasions. The Franz Mayer Museum opened in 1986 and is a privately owned museum in a historic house that highlights Latin America's largest collection of decorative arts. And you can see the variety of pieces that she does between the 3 of these. You've got the artichoke, which is very detailed and specific, a mortar and pestle, which can be, actually utilized in the kitchen, and then you have a decorative plate as well. Here's a collection of stoneware and white matte glaze called Home Laundry, inspired by a laundry line. This collection was actually selected for the Feminist Sex Shop show on the ground floor gallery in Los Angeles in 2014. The gallery is an alternative art space in South LA that seeks to promote emerging artists who promote sex-positive feminism. Mocajete and Teolote is a stoneware reinterpretation of the traditional version of the mortar and pestle, usually made with volcanic stone. This piece was selected for the 12th International Biennale of Ceramics in the city of Manises, Spain in 2015. And here, Celadon Seams is a collection of porcelain cups that are actually made from soft molds. The molds are made of cotton. And these pieces were selected for the 13th International Biennale of Ceramics, also in Manises. Nipple vessels were made in 2021, and Patricia said, quote, "She got inspired by the female energy that emanates from the nipple as a symbol of primal nursing, while the shape of the vessels is inspired by the silhouette of the female torso and belly." This work is currently participating in the open call by the 16th Biennale of Artistic Ceramics in Portugal. And I've also been told to shout out Paul Treese, who has been a fan of this piece. Patricia experiments with different construction techniques such as wheel throwing, hand building, and the use of various temperature ranges in her work, visually and textually unique and stunning. And I will end with this quote of hers. She says, "I create stories with clay from my experience and get my inspiration from themes such as women's rights, gender equality, and Mexico's cultural manifestations." Thanks, everyone. And thank you to Patricia for letting us showcase your amazing art.
Thank you so much, Sarah. What amazing ceramics, Patricia.